starts up front with protection, making sure the freight arrives safe and damage-free. Then we work as a team, cutting every shipment and running every route with precision. And we always manage the clock to be on time every time, so that every drive is a score-over drive. 1, 2, 3, Now that's the best in the game. The playoff need. Old Dominion Freight Line, proud sponsor of college athletics.
It's fun. If something's free, people just can't resist it. The more bad thing is that people turn down free money by not switching to Geico. Customers can save $900, you know.
So
it
feels good to find the right fit. It feels good to Geico.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. Now I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some feel significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieve dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occur. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. See a head-to-head study of Rinvoq versus another treatment at Rinvoq.com/see the data. Talk to your dermatologist if you're not doing well on your current pill or injection to see if Rinvoq is right for you.
Are you Marsha?
I am.
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Barely ever use this phone computer. Unless it's to bundle my insurance, liberty.
Oh, same. I hate this thing, but it's true. You can save hundreds bundling with Biberty.
Biberty?
Biberty.
Are you hungry? Let's get some lasagna.
And some cannolis.
Only pay for what you need. Liberty.
There's the game. Then there's everything it takes to get there. And then you're driving to the biggest sporting event in the world.
Alright, solitary confinement is over. We finally have someone else in the studio. Peter Rosenberg, ESPN and WWE broadcaster, joining us now. I can't wait to talk passionately with you in just a moment, but you know the Knicks about as well as anyone. We're here in New York. You have a team every day. Which Knick has done his best to silence the critics this postseason? There's absolutely no question in my mind, Joe, that we're about to talk WWE, so you know I love a good story. Stephen A., let's talk about the Cat story. This is a guy who, from before the playoffs, we would have all agreed if these guys don't go well, if Cat gives you not the true bodega cat, if he was the little kitty cat and he didn't show up, this is a guy who might not have been there next year. This is a guy who may have been booed when he came back to Madison Square Garden. He is now 4 wins from forever with the New York Knicks. And if they go on to win this championship, it will be in huge part because Cat stepped up and got a lot done. The story arc, to think about where it could have been and where it's going, is absolutely incredible. Jersey kid, Dominican, the story with his family and this team, of course the tragedy of losing his mom. He's been through so much, and now he has this incredible opportunity to completely change the narrative. Peter coming in hot, I say.
Carl Anthony Towns is one of the best people I've ever covered in professional sports. He's just a genuinely good guy, and he's a hell of a player. And especially that part about his mom, obviously I can relate. He and I talked about that at Mother's Day, believe it or not. Wishing him nothing but the best. But I will tell you this. Name that I will come up with, Peter, is Mikal Bridges. And I'm going to tell you on national television, I owe it to Mikal Bridges to talk about him and to critic than me. And I'm not apologizing for it one bit. I didn't say it to denigrate him. I said it to wake his ass up and to make him recognize, look, man, we need you. You can't play like this. Now, it ain't his fault that 6 damn picks were given up for him, 4 unprotected and a couple of swaps. It's not his fault, but damn it, it happened. And you can't answer that call, you know, even though you had everything to do with them beating Boston last year. You can't turn around and be averaging 7 points and shooting in the 20 percentile like he was. It was awful, all right? And I'm going to take some credit, Peter. Since I went off and almost had a stroke on national television, the Knicks have been undefeated. I did that the day after they went down 2-1 at Atlanta Hawks. They ain't lose a game since. And damn it, if I have to risk damn near getting another stroke, you understand, to wake them up to make sure or something, I'll do it again if that's going to deliver a chip to New York City. Make no mistake about it. But Mikal Bridges has been sensational. I know it's 19 points or better than 60+% shooting. He's been very impressive, but he's been everything that I was looking for him to be. He's been hitting his threes. He's been hitting those mid-range. He's been playing big minutes. He's been defending. He has been that guy. And with Karl-Anthony Towns, Peter, we were looking at Mike Brown and saying the utilization of Karl-Anthony Towns was what was really problematic because he was utilized better, it appeared, by Tom Thibodeau than he was by Mike Brown until Mike Brown handed him the reins and let him be that point forward, that facilitator, and then all of a sudden, you see him shining and everybody else around him shining. So Karl-Anthony Towns does look a lot better. But when he wasn't, he really didn't look ahead. He looked at Mike Brown. When Mikal Bridges was struggling, there was nobody really looking at other than him. Like, what the hell are you doing? And for him to turn it around the way that he had. But Josh Hart to stand by his teammate the way that he did, I wouldn't offend him. I am proud of him for doing it. Stand up and get damn right. But Mikal Bridges deserves all the praise in the world.
Okay.
This brother, he's been great. And I'm very, very happy about that. Very proud.
Peter Rosenberg, very agile, mobile, versatile. So let's leave that there and turn our attention to this weekend as we get set for Clash in Italy, which is Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Catch the first hour live on ESPN and stream the entire event on the ESPN app with an ESPN Unlimited plan. So let's talk about this event, Peter. 5 matches on the card, probably 4 that are WrestleMania level matches. You assess the whole thing. What's the biggest match, Clash in Italy?
See, this is my favorite thing, Joe, about this weekend, because, I think you can make a good case for 4 of these matches to be WrestleMania worthy. And the one for me that is number 1 with a bullet has no title on the line. It is all about Obafemi and Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah.
For a multitude of reasons. I was there. I know you were there. I saw you at WrestleMania when Brock Lesnar hung up the boots, had that tearful moment with Paul Heyman. I really believe 100% that was the end of Brock Lesnar. I know there were the rumors online. Well, you got SummerSlam coming up in August in Minnesota. That's the perfect place. But I said, no way, Joe. He's retiring now. It can't be more perfect. He knows it's time. And then a couple of weeks ago, and this is why we love WWE, you're watching Raw, you're waiting for someone else to come out and get crushed by Obafemi, and instead the Beast is back. So to me, that is the most must-see match of these all great 5 matches in Italy.
4 F5s.
What happened, Peter? What happened? Why did Brock Lesnar go from retiring essentially what got my man Paul Heyman crying to coming back out of retirement so quickly for this Clash in Italy? What happened? What made Brock Lesnar change his mind?
It's a great question, and I'm going to give a shout-out to my Cheap Heat co-host, Stat Guy Greg, who made a great point. He said, I don't know why you were believing, of all people, Paul Heyman's tears, but I believed them. Hook, line, and sinker. I thought that was the end, and I just really thought, Stephen A., that, Brock has had this incredible career. He's almost a guy who wrestling fans don't always appreciate because he's so real. He's such a, big-time MMA athlete, an incredible, decorated college wrestler at Minnesota. He's done so many things. It's like people didn't even appreciate how much he loves pro wrestling. So when you see him have that moment in the ring at WrestleMania, it felt like, Joe, this just has to be it. And I guess he had plans. He did not want to go out looking at the lights, as they said.
Wawa,
He was able not to believe Paul Heyman. You knew not to believe the man, and you knew. Hook, line, and sinker. He brought us in, crying for 2 days, going on the Raw the following night. All right, let's move to another match. Winners on Sunday, Tribal Combat. What have we learned about Jacob Fatu during his rivalry with Reigns? It's a great question because this has really been an important moment for Jacob Fatu. I was here on first take with him. Stephen A. He was geeking out just to be here. This is a guy in Jacob Fatu who appreciates all of these moments because he's been through. Who appreciates all of these moments because he's been through so much in his life. And now, this will be his second title match against his cousin Roman Reigns. Now, you heard Joe, because I know you pay attention to everything that happens. Roman Reigns made very clear. He said, Jacob, if you lose this match, you're going to work for Roman Reigns. And you're going to learn to love your tribal chief. So what that says to me is Jacob Fatu, win, lose, or draw. We have a very exciting chapter for Jacob Fatu after his opponent. Carlos fantastic. No one better to talk to about it leading in the card this weekend. Peter Rosenberg, ladies and gentlemen, and Vince. Fans have been feeling it for a few weeks now, enjoying this title run outside of the Big Apple. Which fan base needs a title the most? We'll answer that.
I just take they will win and they I did say Wawa did take to Wawa and give it that to I say Wawa did take to us they won't win. They will win. Wawa, Wawa,
This is Arby's quarter-pound pulled pork and chop brisket. Bones are smoked slow for up to 13 hours. Tender, juicy barbecue like this isn't magic, although there is a lot of smoke involved.
Arby's, we have the meat.
That's a lot of wind.
Yeah, I agree. More wind.
I actually think we should do less wind.
Cut. That's it. Were we rolling on that?
You said cut.
I did.
Yep. You sure did.
With built-in intelligence that saves battery power and updates that happen automatically. Work might interrupt you, but your Dell Pro won't.
Man, when did health get so ludicrous? Turns out trying it all doesn't always add up. Oh, Mark. Oh, no. Thankfully, I take one a day to make sure I'm getting key nutrients daily. One a day. The one for you.
Howdy, Roadrunner. You're very fast.
Well, I drink Red Bull.
But you do realize.
Red Bull gives you wings,
On three. Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to help keep us safe hundreds. 1, 2, 3. Nailed it.
Only pay for what you need. Registers on the Richter scale.
That they will win. That they will win.
He only has finished business. He is still the most interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
When everything on the IHOP value menu is just $6, you can go all out. Because eggs, bacon, and fluffy pancakes are just $6 every day. And OMG, there's a new BLT. And it comes with fries. Celebrate every day for just $6 with the IHOP value menu.
Hi, I'm Monica Seles. As a former tennis champion, I know what it's like to be in the spotlight. But when I got diagnosed with generalized myasthenia gravis, I just wanted to be part of the crowd. I knew I needed help. That's when my doctor added Vyvgart. Treatment, my way. I only wish I started sooner.
Don't use if allergic to the ingredients. It can increase risk of infection and serious allergic or infusion-related reactions. Get help right away if you have rash, swelling of the face, lips, throat, or tongue, breathing problems, low blood pressure, or fainting. Tell your doctor if you have infection or fever, high blood pressure, chills or shivering, chest, stomach, or back pain, vaccinations, allergies, or kidney problems. Most common side effects include respiratory and urinary tract infections and headache.
Today, I'm a different kind of champion. One that's going to rally the GMG community to find their voice and ask their doctor about Vyvgart. Game on.
Ask your neurologist about Vyvgart.
When we hit the pothole, I worried we'd be stranded for hours.
And our lives revolve around the pothole.
Bye. Take to women. She take to Wawa.
So what you gonna do? You're gonna take your favorite salad and you stuff it, yeah. Stuff it, yeah.
Okay,
Wawa. And make any salad stuffing. Sound stuffing happen here. Baseball is about the sights and sounds, the excitement, the heartbreak. But to see the game, you've got to be there. And CarShield's nationwide protection means getting to your favorite ballpark, backyard barbecue, that place with the good nachos, or your buddy's man cave is always in play. For over 20 years, CarShield's helped baseball fans save money on car repairs. America's favorite pastime deserves America's most trusted auto protection. When it's time to get back on the road, CarShield will be there.
Welcome to women's sports now. Let's talk about women's sports the way they deserve to be spoken about. Nice setup you guys had. I picked UCLA to win. Let's go. I'm like weirdly a ninja. You got your ring on right now. Yes, nice. Yes, nice. I want to thank you for putting my picture up. I'm honored. They don't want basic anymore. They don't want you to be you.
Don't forget to tune into Women's Sports Now, presented by Miller Lite, streaming on ESPN app Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Hey, look at that. Speaking of women's sports, we're joined now by a legend in the industry, former UFC bantamweight champion, multi-time pro boxing world champion, Kylee on First Take. Kylee, welcome. We appreciate the time. You've had huge success in both boxing and MMA. You know, when someone asks you, what do you do, what do you tell them?
They don't know. I just say that I'm a martial artist. That's all I really say.
Kylee, why did you make the jump? Why did you make the jump to boxing from MMA?
You know, I boxed for 10 years, and I was boxing out of Jackson League, where I still train. It's been my gym my whole career. So I was training with a lot of, fighters that were obviously doing martial arts, doing MMA, and I started to get excited about it, and that's when I wanted to go to MMA. And at first, I was so just excited and wrapped up with everything new, learning clinch, learning kicks, learning all this stuff, wrestling, grappling, that I was so into it that I didn't miss boxing right away. But over time, being in MMA, I started to kind of feel that itch. And I thought, I kind of want to go back. I miss boxing. I want to step back in the ring and just revisit this passion that I've always had.
And on top of that, fans miss you. You've been box office ever since you came into our lives. We appreciate it. You joined those Valkyrie emotions last year in a huge return to boxing. And they've just launched the MVPW, the global home of women's boxing. What does it mean to you to be a part of this major movement and moment for women's boxing?
Boxing before, everybody thought, what does women's boxing need? What does women's boxing need? Because we had boxers, we had tough boxers, and I used to always just say, we just need someone to believe in it and promote it. That's all we need, because the women will show up, the boxers will show up, and MVP has put that trust into women's boxing, and on the other side, the women have come in and proven that they're something to watch. It's exciting to watch these women's fights, and to be part of it, to get people's eyes on women's boxing. I'm very proud of it, and couldn't do it alone. I have to do all the, all my opponents I face in the ring, and all the other boxers out there that are putting hard work in and showing that women have real boxing skills.
Let me get a little bit personal in this regard. I'm a proud capitalist. I ain't apologizing for that to anybody. Is there more money in boxing than it's going to be in MMA for you? Is it more? I mean, you're a beautiful lady, and you're going to be getting punched in the face and all of that stuff. Is it going to be worth it financially for you? How about that question?
It's worth it. But I'll tell you what, both have made money, and MMA was actually a huge jump for me as well. Boxing always had more money for males, but not necessarily in women. So MMA did a lot to change my life, and coming back to boxing, I think I'm going to have to give credit to both on that, because a lot of MMA brought my name up as well, so that I could have this name coming back into boxing again. So I guess I can't really put one on the other.
My apologies. In a fight that we were all talking about on set before you joined us, you can talk about in 2015 in one of the most legendary UFC fights ever. You said you'd be open to giving Ronda a rematch. How much do you think about a rematch under the MVP MMA banner?
Her fighting 2 weeks ago, right before me walking this Saturday night to the ring, I know a lot of people are asking about it and curious about it. I always said I would rematch her from the minute that last fight was over, but I don't think that's anything she wanted to entertain, and that's fine if she, whatever she wants to do. I don't want to put all my hopes or anything into one fight. I have other champions that want to fight, so we'll see. I would love to do MMA. I love both sports. I love boxing. I love MMA. So whatever doors open, I want to just take big fights. And I don't think that. I think she says she's done after this last fight that she had, and I believe her. So I've always said I would rematch her, though. That's always on the table.
Ronda Rousey is great, but there's no arm bars in boxing. You're not supposed to be anywhere. You can't punch and stuff like that. Boxing ain't her thing, and MMA is her thing, in my opinion anyway. But let me ask you this last thing. You're going up against Honda this Saturday. You lost by this technical decision to her in January. What makes you think that this fight is going to be any different this time?
I always take my fights very seriously, and I took my last fight seriously, but I definitely feel more dialed in, cleaner, better, and more polished for this fight. And that's what you'll see on Saturday.
Holly Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Holly, we really appreciate the time. Best of luck this Saturday when you watch.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the time.
Since the Cowboys won a Super Bowl, are they the team that needs their title drought and the most? Stephen A, we're guessing he's going to say no. That's back next. First take wraps it up.
Now you can predict how the playoff basketball action unfolds. DraftKings predictions are new app available in your state. Try putting your money where your knowledge is. New DraftKings customers spend $5 and get $100 total bonus. Raise the bet match, delicious. But when you have it with us, well, that's more like a last-minute winner. You can silence it with your best friend. And while bundling groceries can be quite a handful, bundling with Geico can save you hundreds. It feels good to bundle better. It feels good to Geico.
I'm Keegan Michael Key, and Ore-Ida invented tater tots. Anyone else is just an imitator. Keegan Cycle Key here for Mega Tots. Flavorless fuel. Or you can have delicious flavor with an Ore-Ida tater tot. Give me that. Woo! Ore-Ida, there's only one original.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's so big the McDonald's McCrispy has nowhere to hide. Oh, never mind. It was hiding right there. Hey, little fella. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Room for 6 full-size passions. A car that doesn't elevate every life experience is a car that stops short of amazing. Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser. My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. Now I have Sky.
Back in the picture. Sky Rizzi is the only IL-23 inhibitor proven to help achieve remission, meaning fewer symptoms in just 4 weeks for some people. Many were in remission in 12 weeks and 1 year. Plus, Sky Rizzi is proven to help visibly repair damage and test on the line. Use allergic, serious allergic reactions, increased infection, or your ability to fight them may occur before treatment gets checked for infections in HPV. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms of vaccine. Further problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for
Ask your doctor about Sky Rizzi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Campfire's back at Cracker Barrel. Foil wrapped favorites and bold, slow-cooked flavor are back for summer adventures. Try our Campfire classics and new breakfast skillet for a limited time. Adventure made easy. Welcome home to Cracker Barrel.
You gotta look it up sometime. See, or no, not. Did you search cool outfits to wear with shark tooth necklace?
Yeah. Goldfish have short memories. Be like goldfish.
Brother, statement, please.
Great workout, everyone.
Hey.
Hey. It's my anti-accident.
So how good does it feel to save on your commercial auto insurance with Geico? Good as having a great hammer.
Can't touch this.
Break it down. Just split it up.
It feels good to get your savings on. It feels good to Geico.
It's more than a couple. It's the heaviest 35 pounds ever lifted.
The hardest stroke of the week.
The only question is,
With our family on the Disney Destiny and had an unbelievable time together.
We had dinner at Tidelands, Feast of the Lion King, and I've never seen anything like it.
We enjoyed all the pools and had incredible desserts at
I want the kids playing at the kids club. We finally had some grown-up time at the Bills.
It was so special seeing our favorite Disney characters come to life across the ship.
Thanks for coming along with us. We love sailing on the Disney Destiny.
technology, am I right?
We need a new tech lady.
Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates when you need them most. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
What a setup, right? I told you, you got Bud Light on tap.
I'm not done yet. Watch this. Whoa. Now I just gotta finish the house. Probably next year sometime.
Anyway, for the clean, crisp taste of Bud Light.
Football takes over today at the Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City. It starts at noon Eastern with Mississippi State taking on Texas Tech, followed by Tennessee and Texas at 2:30 on ESPN. Night slate moves to ESPN2 with UCLA and Alabama at 7 and Arkansas and Nebraska at 9:30. You can also catch every match streaming on the ESPN app. The Knicks broke a 27-year finals drought this year, but it's been a while for these sports franchises across the 4 major leagues in the United States. Despite having the longest drought in the NBA, the Kings are the most recent team from that list to win a title. Big Perk, we begin with you. Which sports team drought do you most want to see end?
What Joe, Stephen A, you know about over this past year, I lost my mom, 90 years old, lived a great, wonderful life, and she was a die-hard Cowboys fan. Which made me a die-hard Cowboys fan. I got in a relationship about 8 years ago. And so, for the Perkins family, damn it, I need the Cowboys to end their drought. I need the Cowboys to end their drought, damn it. I need a championship, a Super Bowl back in Jerry's world. I need Dak Prescott to elevate his level of play in the postseason. For the coaches to get their stuff together. I'm back on board, baby. Dallas Cowboys all day long. I'm back on board. I'm doing it for the family. I'm doing it for the family. Mary Lewis, I'm doing it for you, too. You keep up the God bless your wonderful grandma. God bless your wonderful grandma. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not going to even root against that because my buddy, my Libra brother, one and only Jerry Jones, it would be nice to see him capture a championship. True that. But believe it or not, we ain't even included the Knicks in this because we know how I feel. It's the Knicks all day, every day. They ain't won a title since 1973. That's obvious. You know what I'm going to give y'all? How about the Los Angeles Clippers? Ooh. How about the Los Angeles Clippers? They're the oldest franchise to never reach the NBA Finals, founded in 1970. They've reached one conference finals. That was in 2021. And by the way, since they were in LA in 84-85, the Clippers haven't won, but the Lakers have won 9 NBA titles.
Mississippi State. Welcome to the NCAA Women's College World Series presented by Capital One, where All-American arms square off against record-setting swingers with our quadruple header today. What to look for here in OKC, Texas will try and two-step to back-to-back championships. The Bruin Bombers will come out swinging tonight, led by Megan Grant. Can Player of the Year Jordy Fromm win titles with two different schools? Or will it be good fortune for a first-timer out of the SEC? Our bracket does include the defending champion Texas Longhorns. They debut this afternoon. And top-seeded Alabama highlights our ninth session double elimination format building towards the championship series. Hi, everyone, and more superstars, more offensive records broken, so that's going to lead to a most epic closing you've ever seen. It's going to be parity, right? And it's been parity this entire year. The ability for anyone to beat anyone, that's what makes this so intriguing this year. All right, let's start out with the teams that played for the national championship a year ago. They are back to try again. We are talking about the Red Raiders from Texas Tech with not one, but two 20-game winners, led by Nigel Kennedy and Caitlin Terry. Two All-American arms, and it's been Nigel Kennedy with that rise ball and the top of the stage. Throws it about 50% of the time. Caitlin Terry coming from the left side, a great curveball. But ladies, it's been the
Mississippi State, the opener on opening day at OKC.
There's salad, there's bread, and if you want the perfect bite in every bite, try the all-new salad stuffers. Stuff it. The all-new salad stuffers at Panera.
Diabetes can be complicated, but it doesn't have to be. Easily track your glucose and lower your A1C with the Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor. This is progress. Try for free at freestylelibre.us.
These eyes want a new look.
These want to save.
Better care. That doesn't break the bank.
With a quality eye exam and 2 pairs of glasses at one great price. An eye exam plus 2 pairs of glasses for $95 at America's Best.
Paying less for less ain't a good deal. But when you pay less and you get more, that's Straight Talk Wireless. Straight Talk's been the same price since they started in 2009. Straightforward, always.
And now, plans starting at just $25 a month.
With built-in intelligence, your battery saves power and updates are automatic. So even if work interrupts you, your Dell Pro won't.
Pepperoni Crazy Puffs and Mountain Dew Mango Rush. Together for just $4.99. Everyone wants in on this deal.
What is this, Mountain Dew Mango Rush Hour?
Yes, it is. Try the Crazy Puffs Grape Combo for a limited time only at Little Caesars. Pizza.
Today's starting lineups are brought to you by Capital One. And for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State, one of the 5 SEC schools here amongst the final 8. They are led at the top of the order by Morgan Stiles and Nadia Barbary. It's a team that has been heavily reliant on their pitching and defense, but this Nigeria Kennedy, the senior out to Kansas, appearing in her 4th World Series in 4 years.
Rise ball. It's going to be fun to watch here this summer.
Coming in at 25-6.
One of the key storylines for Texas Tech is they're going to be stability for Kenny and Terry. They got knocked around a bit in the postseason, but have shown to be good fans. They're resilient when faced with adversity. Mississippi State plan clearly is to get tonight early. They're swinging first pitch, Morgan Sally, Matthew Barbary, or two aggressive swings, first two hitters in this lineup.
And that, 1-1, just go.
Step in here with the first World Series appearance in school history. They and Arkansas first timers.
That is quickly 1-1.
Samantha Ricketts looks on. So now every program out of the SEC has reached Oklahoma City at least once. They were picked to finish near the bottom of the pack during the regular season, ended up finishing 10th. And yet, with a magical postseason run, here they are. Nigeria Kennedy has a rise ball. She also uses a screwball, that rise ball combination on both sides of the plate. So it's this pitch, the changeup at 58 miles an hour. It sets everything else up. It's a knee buckler. And what does she use to pick up her first strikeout of the World Series? The changeup coming in at 58 miles an hour. Out and here's Zion. Second baseman from Elsinore, California. Hitting .333 in the postseason for a team that averaged 4 runs a game in the regular season. In this NCAA. Kennedy wasting no time. That 3-pitch strikeout to end the inning.
Wings in the big match, delicious. But when you have it with Pepsi, well, that's more like a last-minute winner. Completely silencing your best friend. What can I say? Just tastes better.
When your accounts are scattered, it's hard to see your full financial picture. Count on Intuit Credit Karma to help connect your accounts in one place. The more you connect, the more we show you how to grow your money. Download the app to get started.
Ready to take the next step toward better mental health? At Gulfport Behavioral Health System, we offer supportive outpatient services for adults and adolescents, allowing patients to continue the road to recovery while fulfilling responsibilities at home, school, and in the community. Our evidence-based treatment methods help teach new coping and stress management skills that can help patients navigate life's challenges. We're here for you 24/7. For confidential assessments, call 800-831-1700 or visit gulfportbehavioral.com to learn more.
Hey, that Snapple looks refreshing, but does it help your gut health? I got probiotics, Jimmy.
Stressing them out, Frank. I have adaptogens that can help with it.
Are you nauseous? Because I'm fortified with botanicals, man. Hey, what's that smell?
Kombucha's leaking again.
It's called fermentation. Read a label.
You know what's refreshing? A drink that actually tastes good. Real tea, real juice.
What's up, the Daisy refreshing?
The Snapples are singing again.
Starting lineups today are brought to you by Capital One. When you set a new school record, and they will face Melissa Fairclough, the SEC newcomer of the year, who led the league in strikeouts, facing this team Yeah, that's what's amazing. She was the fastest to 100 strikeouts in Mississippi State history. It took her just 55.2 innings of work to get that 100K. And why? Because
she has a knee buckling changeup. This changeup will spin you in your boot. She's going to use it the bottom half of the zone, but she can also elevate. She just cuts everything up off of that changeup. A rise ball about 27% of the time, a curveball about 24% of the time, but the changeup sets every other pitch up. So that velocity will range anywhere from 52 to 70 miles an hour, but really good.
I said, damn, Wawa,
she's taking it in the moment. Plunks her on the back at 51 miles an hour.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, Jerry Glasgow wants to bring his batters in. Now in his second season, he has trained the program. Took him 1 year to get to the finals, but now back here for the second season of the World Series, trying to do Don't worry about all the outside noise. Perhaps there, just a reminder. After another hit batter, and here's Jackie Lewis.
Okay, 1-1.
The first-year transfer out of Southern Illinois. She comes from a family of softball and baseball players accustomed to taking 500 swings a day in the off-season to keep improving.
Grandpa Joe played in the major leagues. Had all the kids playing baseball, softball. Those are her early memories. Grandpa Joe picking her up from school and going to hit. That's what you did back in the day. Pre-devices, right? Everybody was out in the neighborhood playing ball.
She hit 2 runs.
Take
Showdown in the Supers last weekend.
Good show.
20 home runs last season. And a lot of times, I think Jackie Lewis is the one that sneaks up on you when you look at all the big name transfers that have come over to Tech. Jackie Lewis has been almost top of that list as far as production, everything that she's done for this offense.
Yeah, I think.
Swing to be able to have the power that she has. The 21st home run of the season. This is up and down and just meets this rise. She's got the flattest swing on the team. So miles an hour. So much talent. Tackling to it. That'll bring up Jasmine Burns, who's hitting over 400 in the postseason. She hit 25 homers a year ago for the Buckeyes. 17 this season for the Red Raiders. Back towards the press box. Part of the press game is to throw that curveball on both sides of the plate. And if she's going to throw it,
inside to righties, which is a heavy righty lineup for Texas Tech. She cannot miss. She's got to get that pitch on the inner half, moving into the river. This is that one away. Good call from Chelsea Clark behind the plate. Matt Dial, Megan Rabin, and Marty Abazushin out on the bases today. And a big blast to start our quadruple header. Jackie Liss, a 2-run homer.
Hey, guys. One yard.
To get Tech on the board, you see the curveball, and when you look at her swing, look at heel up, heel down. You guys, you do not see such a simple swing to get to that pitch. Clear left field. Taylor Pannell hitting in the 4 spot. She was here at the World Series last year as a Tennessee Lady Ball, hit .571 with a home run and 3 Texas Tech at the plate. It's only the second time that an opponent has hit a first inning home run this year off of Faircloth. Jump in front quickly.
No, wrong.
Cloudy day here in Oklahoma City. Much of the morning, and now the sun's out. The humidity is up. So good, getting underneath and into the hands of righties. A curveball again. The lefty is not afraid to paint that corner on the inner half. A lot of good late sharp movement. 60-mile-an-hour curveball with a spin rate that makes that sneak under the hands. A couple of different strikeout pitches, and with 2 down. 2 strikes. It's all about the sequencing for Faircloth, because you see the changeup that she'll throw predominantly, but then she throws, it's the pitches she throws off of it. The increase in the velocity, getting in on the hands. So the open stance of Terry, first team All-American, one of the best two-way players in the country this year. This is what Jerry did when she got to Texas Tech. Opened her up so that back eye. See how she's facing the pitcher with her full head. She starts with that open stance, and her hands are high. So one of the things he noticed is she get underneath everything, struggled to get just belly button and above. So he raised her hands up, got her square to the pitcher, and this is funky. She was at first like, Jerry, you're crazy. What are you talking about? On the board, 2 was it.
We're earning unlimited 3% cash back on dining and entertainment with the Capital One Saver card. Let's just get one of everything.
Everything.
Fire everything! The Capital One Saver card is at table 27, and they're earning unlimited 3% cash back. Yes, chef!
This is so nice.
3% cash back on chicken. Yes, chef! 3% cash back on risotto.
Yes, chef!
Where's my fish?
Here, chef!
Had a feeling you want to earn 3% cash back on dessert.
Sorry, chef.
What's in your wallet?
As a kid, you believed in magic. Every now and then, you believe in it again. The all-electric RZ. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel.
Applebee's all you can eat for just $15.99. That's $15.99 for all the double crunch shrimp, boneless wings, and riblets that you can eat. That's unlimited value for $15.99. Applebee's all you can eat for $15.99.
For over 100 years, the NCAA has supported student athletes competing and going to college. And now, the NCAA and its schools provide healthcare coverage, mental health services, scholarship guarantees, and more. And scholarships have grown. The NCAA is a launching point, a leg up, and a spot to land. See all the ways the NCAA puts student athletes first.
Underdog is still a freaking dog. That is the mantra of this come from behind Mississippi State team. Kylee Edwards has been such an inspirational story. Just 13 innings pitched all season until the postseason where she shines. The fans have embraced it too. Everybody is showing up in the underdog shirts. Guys, I think it might be the mantra of the softball season. I'm just saying right now. But that spirit has fueled this team along the way, and they want to not play nervous. They just want to play with that underdog spirit here today.
No doubt that is the quote of the season thus far, and one of the most shocking upsets in the since 2007 that neither Oklahoma or Florida are here. That's how good they have been for so long. And both eliminated by the two teams on the field right now. Back up the middle, backhanded by Williams. Rubber knees, and the one hopper won't get there in time. And a base runner for Mississippi State. They are the first team to eliminate the series before the World Series since 2015. It was 9 straight years here for the series. And they did it with a shutout. That hadn't happened since 2019. And so here they are, the 14th unseeded team, and they love their broccoli. Woo! Some have an animal mascot, some have all kinds of different themes. They have the florets.
Adam and King. Down the circle.
Hey, when you set a new strikeout record, you need to repeat it. Good for the blood, right, Smitty? That's right. Let's put everything together. Don't worry, we'll fill you in as we progress today. It's what we call a tease in the business. This thing goes about 40 pounds. And two-pitch Nigel Kennedy gives misses away. Nigel will try and win a national championship this week and then head off to join the U.S. national team this summer. One of 4 pitchers that are here trying to knock each other out, and then they'll wear that USA jersey together this summer in a couple of different tournaments as we now start the build-up towards the Olympics in 2 years.
Good show, by the way, coached by Oklahoma's Patty Gasso, and we played right here at Bentley Park.
1-2 just missed. Kennedy opens up this World Series with 100 wins and 1,000 strikeouts to her credit. Very short list of folks to do that. In fact, she is the first in about a decade. You got to go back to Florida's Kelly Barnhill, the last player to do it.
Speaks of the type of dominance that she has in the circle, how she can control a game.
Full count to Bernardini, and Morgan pops it up to short. Thomas there. Unproductive out. That'll bring up Paige Eustace. Makes the start as the DP. Little Midwesterner out of Indiana hitting .250 in this NCAA tournament. See the view from overhead here at Denny Park.
Against Oklahoma. Showing power, and we've seen it throughout this lineup. Wasn't there throughout the regular season and then just exploded those last 2 weeks. Regionals and Super Regionals.
They started out their season 26-2, and then slammed into the SEC. Lost 6 of 8 series, but became battle-tested. And thanks to some strong pitching and the second-best fielding percentage in the country, the bats come alive at the right time, and here they are.
Well, it's absolutely limiting damage. And it's also interesting about their offense. They have 66 home runs on the year. 60 of those home runs against right-handed pitchers, only 6 against lefties. This is a very right-handed heavy lineup.
Slow roller to short. Tony will step on the bag and throw.
Hey, yeah, hey.
That races
Good for you.
so far. For Haley Tony, one of the
Da,
best
da, da,
shortstops
da,
around.
Alright, so let's get started.
Wave hello to Zane. He's king of the ping.
Hi, Zane.
For every one sentence spoken on a call, he has 3 comments, 2 memes, and 4 emojis to contribute. A flood of positivity during every single meeting.
Thanks, Zane.
But oh, how his passion for product management takes your team from level 0 to level Zane. You need Zane. Zane needs benefits. Work with Principal so we can help you help Zane with a retirement benefits plan that's right for him. Let our expertise round out yours.
Wings in the big match, delicious. But when you have it with Pepsi, well, that's more like a last-minute winner. Completely silencing your best friend.
What can I say?
Just tastes better.
His phone is addicted to him.
I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Kevin Hart here to introduce Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Okay, at this point, guys, why are you even paying me for this? I'm serious, y'all could have just got a hand model. That's what you need. You just need a hand model at this point.
New jalapeno citrus salsa. The sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
First ever premium live event to be held in Italy. This is what we call must.
Stream Flash in Italy on the ESPN app with the ESPN Unlimited plan.
I thought you were.
The NCAA Women's College World Series is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Early 2-0 lead for Texas Tech, the first of our quadruple headers today. How'd the Red Raiders do it? Well, they were the runners-up a year ago. They were extremely hungry in the offseason. They went to work, added some huge bats and some strong personality. Not a lot of noise out of Lubbock. The last 2 years, they've doubled their wins, and they have championship rings in the Big 12, and now back-to-back to Oklahoma City. They were 1 game away from the Natty last year. Fell in Game 3 of the finals to Texas. 6, 7, and 8 coming up. Here's Maya Davis. Ball. Senior out of Lovelady, Texas. She says Jerry Blasco gave them one philosophy: hit and get on base. And then if the next person and the next person does it,
La Paz.
and she would triangulate this out, and she's safe at first. Tremendous speed, one of the best base stealers in the country.
And she's just got so many options. I mean, she can go to that speed. She looked at her trying to drag bunt even the first pitch. She's got some pop. But it's the legs, the speed, her getting down the line on a ball that she pulls down the line. I mean, it's not like it's 5-6 hole. Just get down the line and earn herself a hit.
Terrific call by Matt Dial at first. The defender did not have her foot on the base when she caught the ball. So Davis aboard. Second inning in a row, they get the lead off on. And here's Lauren Allred, her longtime friend and roommate. Base knock. And that'll be extras down into the corner.
Well, do it. What? Yes, that thing. Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah.
One roommate says to the other, get on home with a one-scoring double. Well, this is a lefty-lefty matchup. You'd think it'd be hard on Allred, but this is an inside curve, so back door. And what does she do? She turns on it, rips it right down the line. This is off the bat at 73 miles an hour, matching that curveball into the corner. And with the speed of Maya Davis on the bases, forget about it. She's easily going to score. Texas Tech, third run up on the board.
Oh, bat speed. Coming in at 58, leaving at 73.
When your best hitter in the postseason is seventh in your batting order, that speaks to 1 through 9 how strong they are. And Jerry is a master of working the lineup, so he has Nigeri Kennedy as the pitcher hitting today in the 8th spot. With the shortstop Haley Tony in the flex, she's not in the batting order. That allows him to make all kinds of moves if he needs or wants to make a pitching change and sort out his defense after that.
Well, we saw it. Game 3 of the Super Regionals against Florida. Staying in the batting order, so he could switch Caitlin and Terry back and forth. Different times.
If you're new to softball, welcome. You can sub in and out a lot more frequently in softball than in baseball.
Let's see, Nigel way off the plate. She's in that back corner. But she'll start to really step towards the plate. She's looking for something middle away.
Hasn't been hitting as much this year, just 40 at-bats. She took most of the summer off to rest and recuperate. Didn't start throwing again, in fact, till around the holidays. Back to 100% now.
Hey, one yard to
Change it down to 53 miles an hour, lower half of the zone. You can see it starts about mid-point. By the time it gets to the end of the batter's box, it is down almost at the dirt. So a lot of movement, so it's a change of velocity, but also that downward movement to spin.
Now in the 9th spot, Ronnie Quiroga, the Cal transfer out of Los Angeles. Has a home run, driven in 3 in the postseason. Returning from a leave of absence in April and just getting back into the starting lineup here.
And that home run you mentioned last weekend was her first home run since the end of March. It was a long gap. She was not with the team. In return, Jerry said it would take her probably 15 to 20 at-bats, and even less than that to get the bat going. Now she's a mainstay in the lineup. And it's amazing to think she had those 11 home runs through just February and March. It just shows what a big part of the lineup she was, scoring-wise.
Des Rivera, who is the only Bulldog with some World Series experience. She was with Oregon State a few years back when they came to town. Had a hit in both the games she appeared in, and then transferred to Iowa, where she redshirted, and now her 3rd stop here in Starkville. Crowd filling in nicely here at Devon Park.
Well, I think they will win and they lost. Yeah, what?
She loses Quiroga, and here comes Mia Williams in the top of the order.
number 9 hitter rolling over the lineup card. This isn't your normal leadoff. Seeing this more now in softball, but your best hitter, most home runs, most slug at the very top. Ball got hit by a pitch for first time up and scored. And you see the program record 24 home runs. She also has set the new school record for RBIs and runs scored. 6 consecutive balls thrown from Faircloth. And that will get Charildamilo McKinney out of the dugout, the pitching coach for Mississippi State.
Speaking of superstars here in Oklahoma City, Charildamilo then for Arizona, and that changeup. I mean, there's a reason why Faircloth has one of the best. It's Charildamilo McKinney. National championship at Arizona.
I think she is one of the best pitching coaches in the country. She knows how to develop staffs. She knows how to work with her athletes and get the most out of them. Every one of these transfers that came in to pitch for Mississippi State, you could say came from a mid-major. They did not come from Power 4 programs. And she worked so much with them individually in the fall. It's incredible. Holly Rowe?
Well, what's intriguing is Alyssa Faircloth told D1 Softball Podcast that she didn't even have a real good changeup before she got to Mississippi State. She transferred into Troy. She said, I might have thrown it 3 or 4 times a game. Now I'm throwing it 3 or 4 times a batter. That's just how much Charildamilo has changed her pitch profile, what she's able to throw. See if that pitching conference has some help to her right now.
Yeah, Holly, she's able to throw backward. Williams. This pitch just a little bit off speed, 61 miles an hour. And watch Mia Williams just kind of get around it. Enough to get that into left field. Another run comes in. It's one of the missed barrels for this Tech team. It's a team that does not strike out a lot. The fact that Faircloth does have 3 strikeouts does show her move and her spin. But those 3 different speeds, the changeup, the curveball comes in the low 60s, and then she can throw her drop and some other pitches a little bit harder. But already the 3rd extra base hit. Activity in the bullpen, and Mississippi State may be making the change already. Deja Gould, the righty senior out of Stockton, California, who transferred in from Chattanooga, is coming on. Hot start for the Red Raiders, up 4-0.
Fighting through forms for new car insurance rates can take forever. Count on Intuit Credit Karma to show you personalized rates from top providers so you can get to the coverage you need ASAP. Download the app to get started.
Okay, we're going to a game 3-on-3, win or go home. And this local crew, they've never gone home. Not since 1996.
For real?
Yeah, anyone, anytime. And guess who showed up? 3 legends, peak of their powers. Everyone thinks this has got to be it. But the football gods had other plans. 2 goals, just like that. And then the kid beat Zidane in his own room. They say Zidane didn't speak for a week. That's cold.
With the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, you can earn 6% cash back in a category like online shopping for the first year from account opening. And match her schedule with the match schedule. What would you like the power to do?
Deja Gould will come on. 0-1 so far in this NCAA tournament. And they go from the lefty Faircloth to the righty Gould.
Now, Deja is a spin master from the right side, using all his different tools to really spin the ball. The drop ball at 66, but a changeup at 59 miles an hour. This one with over the top rotation that drops down. She uses that curveball about 33% of the time, and when she throws that curveball away from righties, it literally looks like a wiffle ball. She has such late, sharp movement. She's going to need to use that pitch a lot away from the strong right-handed lineup.
And what a way to make your debut at the World Series against
Jackie Liss. The two-run home run in the first inning.
This is a Texas Tech offense that is super hot, but Jackie Liss is the top of the list of who is the hottest hitters in this tournament. Home runs and threes and bats.
Is it Liss or Bliss?
There you go. And I think it's
Day,
amazing she's still so underrated in this entire lineup. Unassuming. She doesn't have that home run stature in the batter's box.
You see players transfer up from a mid-major, Southern Illinois. Sometimes it's a struggle at the higher level. For Jackie Liss, a career year for her. With homers, runs batted in. Her batting average is up 100 points. Thanks to this team and this coaching staff.
When she gets pitched to, I mean, right there, strike one because of everyone that's behind her.
Okay.
She doesn't get walked.
Got 2 on base for her, RBI potential here, and a chance just to bust this thing wide open early as fair clock only lasts an inning and a third against this Red Raider lineup. Averaging 10 runs per game on the season. They scored 10 plus in 5 of their 6 games in the regionals and super.
Explain that football movement. You can see her going, it's like this. It's moving all over.
2 outs for Burns.
Beth, you talked about it. Mississippi State, one of the top strikeout pitching teams in the country, second, and Tech, they don't strike out. They're at first, and all the Power 4 teams, lowest amount of strikeouts. They've already got 3 in this game.
Their ability to adapt and to do whatever it takes for the team is how they run this reporting. With a 4-0 Red Raider lead over Mississippi State on opening day at the Women's College World Series. They are looking to party already.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich. Wait, and it still comes with
I found an apartment.
It's a lot closer.
When people are betting on you, every pass, every shot, it's not just the coach in your ear. It's the comment sections, the DMs, the losers who make threats and harass you. But this isn't their game to play. It's yours. The NCAA is drawing the line, educating about the dangers of sports betting, tracking online threats, and protecting the integrity of the game. See all the ways the NCAA puts student athletes first.
How do we stop it?
We need someone who can code in COBOL.
What's COBOL?
This is a job for sponsored jobs.
Indeed can help you get it right the first time. Sponsor your job on Indeed and get matched with quality candidates. Visit Indeed.com/hire now.
Behind every DIY
Is more help than you think.
Sometimes help is delivered.
And sometimes it's just a tap away. Because do it yourself
Doesn't have to mean
all by yourself.
what are you working on?
Myself, the Eau de Parfum and new Eau de Toilette Intense, the woody musk fragrance. Yves Saint Laurent.
Sephora. The best fragrances are here.
Chocolate guy, he's got.
Well, Jim Allen Stewart is a.k.a. Broccoli Man. He's a Seattle area super fan. He came to the Eugene, Oregon Regional, and they made a big comeback for Mississippi State. So he's adopted this team. He was able to bring that broccoli to Norman for that big upset against Oklahoma. So the fans and the team have really adopted the broccoli. You see the rally broccoli, but guess what? I've got one better. Churn and Spoon in Starkville has started their own broccoli flavored ice cream, and I'm going to test it right now. Let's see.
Oh, it looks nice.
It's not disgusting.
It's got a lot of vitamin K right on cue as Nigeri Kennedy throws a strike.
Broccoli's guy is here, and so is his ice cream, thanks to Lauren Bratton, who brought us this from Starkville.
That's the wife of one of the assistant coaches. We've got some up here, too. With what is it? I think there's 40 pounds of broccoli in.
There's like chunks, like whole chunks of broccoli. It's not just like kind of flavored in. This is a whole head of broccoli.
I feel like I might need to add some ranch dressing. Oh, that's what it needs. And some cheese. I don't see any cheese. Looks like it's vanilla.
Ice cream.
It's vanilla ice cream.
I don't like it.
Yeah. It's got a little like tennis ball fuzz to it. It's so good for you. It is.
I love the theme. I love that they've embraced the superfood. The thing is everywhere now. The fact that they put this stuff in ice cream.
Yeah. I mean, the broccoli folks must.
It's out of hand.
Chopping broccoli. All right, back to the lecture at hand. Here's Abby Grace Richardson, the senior from Brookhaven, Mississippi. How cool for her. She is here in the D1 Women's College World Series after having already played in the JUCO World Series earlier in her career. And now you're facing Nigeri Kennedy.
70 miles an hour, that rise ball. Nigeri's really throwing it well through the middle part of the zone. She works from ahead in a 2-strike count. She'll elevate it. 2 down. Okay, the Women's College World Series Finals, that championship series, will get underway next Wednesday, so less than a week away. Texas beating Texas Tech. Who's going to get there this year? Since 2005, we've been playing the Champ Series. Who's gonna?
Built-in intelligence that saves time and updates the app automatically. Work might interrupt you, but your Dell Pro won't.
This Father's Day, Dick's has the gifts Dad really wants. Keep him looking good with Chubbies, On, and Nike. Get him summer ready with top picks from Walter Hagen, TaylorMade, and Yeti. Plus score big with trading cards and more. Every Father's Day starts at Dick's.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
They customize car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
What is this, Junior? Well, at least he spelled insurance right?
He did not.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Let's look at the rest of our opening day in OKC, Tennessee, Texas coming up next. UCLA, Bama, and Arkansas. All day today, coming your way on ESPN. On deck in the circle, the All-American Aces, not confirmed yet, but hopeful pitching matchup between the All-Americans, Carlin Pickens of Tennessee and Tegan Cabana of all she's done in her career is go 6-1 here at the World Series. She was last year's most outstanding player.
Which is her best postseason. It's incredible, actually, to see her raise her game. Some athletes falter, that pressure just gets the best of them, and then the stars rise at the top.
This game would meet the winner of that game on Saturday. It's a quick turnaround for the two losers today. They would face elimination going head-to-head tomorrow night. Prime time on ESPN. So important to try and win opening day. If you lose your first game in 41 years, only 4 teams have ever lost their opener and come back to win a championship.
This new format definitely gives Aces the ability to throw. Honestly, those lineups, you can't get through a lineup these days without multiple
teams that have over 100 home runs, including the UCLA Bruins, shattering the single-season record with 200 this year. Batting averages are higher than they've ever been. Runs per game higher than they've ever been. And what makes Smitty grimace is the ERAs then are higher than they have ever been. Up over 4.3, I think. The average ERA. 13,000+ home runs.
Let's see, right below that, we should put record viewership because people want to see it. People like strikeouts. People like strikeouts too. Just saying. Well, and to your point about the 200 home runs for UCLA shattering the record, the old record was by Oklahoma at 161. I mean, so blew through it.
Just missed the chalk off the bat of Maya Davis.
I don't think anyone told her. Slap, right to first base. Inside pitch, that one away, and she just threw her hands at it. Split grip.
It was great talking to her and Allred yesterday. You know, they only had 3 players returning that had starting experience, and with all the transfers, you know, we asked them, what's it like? You know, were you afraid you were going to lose your job? And she said, we had to earn our job every single day. And you can imagine how competitive the practices have been. Oh, and that's That's why they're in a position now that they have multiple players that play multiple positions, and that allows Jerry to really use his scorecard efficiently. A lot of variety, a lot of options.
Yeah, dang! Hey, yeah. Dade! Yeah, throw away, Dade!
With the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, you can
Yeah,
earn 6% cash back in a category like online shopping for the first year
Dade!
your schedule with the match schedule.
What makes a delicious New York-style pizza? It's gotta have a perfect balance of crushed tomatoes, savory deli pepperoni, and dough stretched thin so it folds like it should. You'll get it when you taste it. Try Marco's New York-style pizza for only $13.99.
Okay, the plumber's fixing that burst pipe. We should be all set. Good thing you're protected 24/7 with your home and auto bundle from Progressive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to figure out the right caption to post about this. Maybe something like, I have protection, just need a lifeguard.
What about that emoji with a shocked face?
Or maybe flooded with emotion.
That's too much. Try, Tuesdays are cray.
You know, technically, you don't have to post everything that happens online. Totally believe you. Life is meaningless without affirmation, am I right?
Room for 6 full-size passions. A car that doesn't elevate everyone's experience is a car that stops short of amazing.
Wings in the big match, delicious. But when you have it with Pepsi, well, that's more like a last-minute winner. Completely silencing your best friend.
What can I say?
Just tastes better.
Welcome back to the Women's College World Series here with Texas Tech coach Sherry Glasgow. And coach, you're top of your order, already pushing boundaries here. You've chased one pitcher. What do you like about the way they started the World Series?
They come out and stuck to game plan, and they're a really confident team right now.
Nyjah Kennedy is a confident pitcher right now. What do you like about the way she started this game? Her strikeouts are on point.
She's just competing. She's quit thinking, just trusting her great talent.
We know she's good in this moment. How do you think she really settled into it, though?
I think she's going to be great. I think she loves this environment. And I've just been reminding her ever since the middle of the last Florida game. Trust it, realize how easy it is for you. And she's big in her faith, and I say, look, God gave you talent. Trust that talent He gave you. And trust it and enjoy the moment. And she's doing that. She's fantastic.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Well, Nyjah Kennedy, Jerry told her, if you think it's easy, it will be easy. When she has thrown her pitches on point like she has today, she's been very good. A changeup for her first strikeout, the rise ball in the upper half for her second, and how about the screwball on the outer half for her third? Nyjah Kennedy getting it done here this afternoon. Just one hit, just one base runner allowed. She is the active leader in career ERA. You saw there 100 wins, 1,000 strikeouts. We mentioned how good the offenses have been, and that has put some stress on the pitchers, and in particular Nyjah's confidence. She was telling us she and the coaching staff had to look at other numbers from other pitchers around the country. You're not used to and getting hit around a little bit. Don't worry about that. And Nyjah said, my focus now is just find a way to win. And that included switching back and forth with Caitlin Terry in that Florida Series Game 3 when they had to win it. Sometimes they were in for one batter and then got pulled and then had to go back in. Yeah, both of them are dominating pitchers, but being able to share that role, share that pressure with an offense that can put runs up on the board, but facing explosive offense, Kennedy's given up 18 home runs this year. That is not like her, but as I mentioned, that's the year we've had. As Jerry referenced, to embrace this stage, the only thing missing from her resume is the ring. Came close 2 years with Stanford, decided it was time to move on to Texas Tech. Oh, so close a year ago, Jess, when she had to throw every single pitch in the postseason. And the addition of Terry has really allowed her to stay fresh for this run.
and 2/3 inning pitch. Her World Series career numbers. I mean, she's carried teams to get here. Wasn't the case this year.
Barbary sends one out on the run over in right center.
Hardest contact we've seen against Nyjah. Remember, we talked to Nadia Barbary yesterday. She'd faced Nyjah last year. Would you like to face her this year? She had a big smile. Mile-an-hour pitch, so well struck.
Softball is 65 is pretty hard hit. Correct. So 71 is very well hit.
Starting to see these dogs, underdogs, Mississippi State, making some adjustments.
Reaching base earlier this inning as a base hit. Rarity for Nyjah. She is behind the hitter. He has only happened to cross today.
Last couple that were hit hard were more middle of the plate, so I think she's trying to nibble a little bit more, put off the plate. And she started Keller with the changeup. Didn't have opportunity to use those against Romero. One of the clutch hitters in that Oklahoma series. Super regional. 2 for 4 with 3 of their RBIs. Some big time hits.
Terrific season for the freshman from Texas, hitting .333 in postseason.
And
Mississippi State has its first runner in scoring Archibald, Jerry Glasgow's daughter, the pitching coach, out for a chat.
Now, to your point last year that Kennedy had to throw every pitch of the World Series, they also didn't have quite the offense that they wanted to have score runs, but that's really what Jerry did. He reloaded. He brought in another arm to help out Nyjah, and then brought in those big bats. So the two areas where you could think, well, maybe there's a little bit of a deficit in last year's team, they have absolutely restocked it.
Morgan Bernardini popped to short her first time up. And now with 2 on and 2 outs.
Up
and in on Morgan. She has been their best hitter in this postseason run, with the stunning upsets of Oregon and Oklahoma. She's reached in all of their postseason games so far.
Well, after the mound visit, Kennedy now working under the hands. And that's where I think she's most effective. Arm side, 2 righties, under the hands, and then she can use that changeup.
That's 3 straight up and in. Boom.
Yeah, and that's at effective velocity that makes her even better. That 70 feel like 75 when you drop in that changeup.
Styles and Keller aboard. 1-2 pitch.
Speed
misses upstairs.
And it is the off-speed that misses upstairs, which is not very typical. We've seen that, though, super regionals as well against Florida. That changeup was elevated at times. Needs to get that to the lower half of the zone.
Opposite
Work might interrupt you.
If you're traveling to be surrounded by nature, don't end up surrounded by hotel. Get an Airbnb and go where hotels can't.
98% of college athletes go pro in something other than sports. That's why the NCAA provides financial literacy, career readiness, and life skills. And studies show college athletes succeed later in life at higher rates than their peers. Participation in NCAA sports prepares 500,000 student athletes for success in life, creating tomorrow's leaders today. See all the ways the NCAA puts student athletes first.
Welcome back to the Women's College World Series presented by Capital One. Here with Mississippi State head coach Samantha Ricketts. And coach, I did want to give you the broccoli ice cream for the dugout. We had that flown in from Starkville. Your team's gotten off to a little bit of a slower start, but you brought Keisha Gould in, and she has been really strong. What do you see from her coming into the circle?
Yeah, I think she's confident. She's fixing speed, she's hitting spots, and most importantly, she's attacking, and that's what it's going to take against an offense like this.
You started to make some strong contact against Nigeri. Balls to the wall. How do you continue that?
I think same thing. Just continue to have quality at bats and hit the ball hard, and just know that this is going to come through for us. But I like our approach. I thought we settled in a little bit after the first 3 innings, and we got to keep it up through the remainder of this game.
All right, you guys enjoy that ice cream.
Thank you, Helson.
For teams making their Women's College World Series debut, Arkansas, the second team to win all of their games by run rules. State, the first team to beat OU to advance for the first time. And now all 15 SEC schools with 4 national championships. Texas, Alabama, and a couple for Florida. And get in on that broccoli. Similar reaction to us.
Oh my God, you're crazy. Broccoli milkshake. Get it, Allie. Oh, you got the finger.
You got to get a broccoli.
She got the sport.
Oh, she got the broccoli chunk, huge chunk.
What do we think?
Yeah, exactly. Lauren Allred. 7, 8, and 9 coming up against Keisha Gould, who has taken care of the 5 that she has faced since coming on back in the second inning. And now make it 6.
Very efficient too, just their pitches. Right on these hitters.
And here's Kennedy. Struck out on a changeup against the starter Faircloth.
Gould is just so good with that curveball. 7th in the nation on the spin rate, so how quick she spins it, and 2nd in the nation on that curve with the swing and miss on that curve. And there it is. That was a good look at how much it looks like a wiffle ball coming in. A lot of late sharp movement.
Out of UTC, the 2-time SoCon Pitcher of the Year. She loves her analytics.
She was good
friends grown up with Delaney Everett, who, of course, was the star pitcher last weekend in Oklahoma. That's how she found her way.
So, yeah, they went what? They won to
after they lost 3 of their 4 pitchers. When she said fit, it was chemistry within the team. Chemistry, and the big analytic for them was WAR. Yes. Wins above replacement of the pitchers they wanted to recruit out of the portal. Well, again, going back to pitching coach. She is able to teach you pitches, to work hard. She calls an amazing game. She knows how to use off-speed and change-up pitches effectively, because that was her game when she was at Arizona. Almost 20 years ago. Inside the line.
But it's also cool to see the they didn't just go get, pitchers that are all the same. You see the off-speed, you see the wiffle ball, and then you see the velocity. Think about all the different assets these pitchers have and then how they work off each other.
Texas Tech jumped out quickly. Jackie Liss, a 2-run home run in the first inning after Mia Williams got hit by a pitch. And then the RBI double for Lauren Allred. And the RBI double for Mia Williams, driving in 2 more in the second inning.
I'm just watching her right now, and it's not just the stuff.
Mechanics.
Her mechanics, and deception is a huge part of what makes a pitcher good.
To end the inning, 4-0 Texas Tech.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the big crispy chicken sandwich that's so big the McDonald's McCrispy has nowhere to hide. Oh, never mind. It was hiding right there. Hey, little fella. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Your credit score is only part of your financial picture. Count on Intuit Credit Karma to scan the factors credit card companies use and to show you approval odds, so you know where you stand today. Download the app to get started.
Waking up with headaches? Sealy Posturepedics exclusive precision fit coils respond with targeted support right where you need it most. Shop Sealy savings during the Memorial Day sale. And Doug.
That name on your shirt, it means something. Because Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Tommy, stop that. Now let's get out there.
Parents need to stay over there. Sorry, Coach. Elsa, get your little buddy.
No! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Stop overpaying for internet and watch your savings bloom with Sparklight. Get fiber-fueled internet for $24.95 a month, plus 1 line of unlimited mobile free for a whole year. Visit sparklight.com today.
Behind every DIY
There's more help than you think.
Sometimes help is delivered.
And sometimes it's just a tap away. Because do it yourself
Doesn't have to mean
all by yourself.
What are you working on?
Back here at the Women's College World Series, a pitching change for Texas Tech with the 4-0 lead. Nigeri Kennedy comes out, and Caitlin Terry will come on. Her 35th appearance, 24-1 on the season for the first-team All-American. All-American.
Caitlin Terry, the All-American lefty, can spin that rise ball at the top of the zone as well. She'll also use it on the outer half, the curveball, backdoor. Just a lot of ability to move that ball around different quadrants of the zone. So a lot of curve coming out of the lefty's hand. The rise ball at the top of the zone that is very jumpy. And she'll also mix speeds a little bit. But she is a complete athlete. See her in the outfield. Very good hitter. Strong in that circle. They brought her in from left field.
Yeah, so Logan Holloman goes out to left, and Terry will work with a new battery name as well. Jasmine Burns is in to catch, and it all goes back to the lineup card that Jerry Glasgow puts in that allows him to make all these moves, including the possibility for Nigeria to come back if need be. 47 pitches for her, 4 innings, a couple of hits, no runs, and the 3 strikeouts. So from one All-American to another.
Hey, yeah.
And how about this backhand? I mean, just to get to this ball, her showing off her range, but then the arm on top of it. So just to get to this, she goes down, gets to it, falls back on her backside, gets that ball to Jackie Liz over at first base. This is a big-time play.
And they're going to challenge Mississippi State.
Under review.
Mississippi State thinks she was safe at first.
Yeah, they were war.
Jackie Liz playing that hop. They do get it. But normally you'll see the stretch there at first base. But Jackie Liz going down almost like a catcher. She received this ball late, so she gets it where she wants it. Almost ends up making the runner safe. She gets her out.
I'm not sure what Jerry Glasgow he's fussing with the umpires right now about something. The call on the field is out at first base, and it certainly looks like there is visual evidence.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. Batter is out. Mississippi State has 1 challenge remaining.
Tony, with the momentum of her body going away from the throw.
Look at all of her momentum, and then she falls down. It still has that throw.
One of the returnees started as a freshman last year, held on to the job, has thrived. And that one knocked right back to KT, 2 down.
And she's in for her defense. She's not in the lineup offensively, but you will see her hit time to time. But it is Tony and Maya Davis. Those are the 2 mainstays. Shortstop and center field. They've been a constant defensively. A lot of coaches talk about the spine of the infield, and it's usually your middles, your center fielder. Tony, a true freshman last year, starting every game for them at shortstop. It's just outstanding. Continues to be. He basically recruited his infield around Tony. Davis out there in 7th. Miami 2 grabs last inning over her head.
Maya in center and Allred in right, the 2 that came from Louisiana with Jerry. So they've been with him throughout their collegiate careers. The big phrase we kept hearing over and over from the players was trust Jerry. He'll make the right moves because they've had so many different lineups, defensively, and over 50 different batting orders. Trying to keep everybody happy, trying to keep hot bats from week to week in the batting order.
And some of them are non-traditional moves. You don't always see them in the sport of softball, but they do say trust you.
And as Holly with the adversity of the last couple of weeks, Jackie
There's salad and
So what you gonna do?
You're gonna take your favorite salad and you stuff it,
Yeah.
stuff it,
Yeah.
stuff it, yeah, stuff it, yeah.
Stuff it?
Yeah. Stuff it. Say stuff it and get salad and bread in every bite. New salad stuffers, only at Panera.
As a kid, you believed in magic. Every now and then, you believe in it again. The all-electric RZ. Because the greatest measure of an automobile is how it makes you feel.
Wings in the big match, delicious. But when you have it with Pepsi, well, that's more like a last-minute winner. Completely silencing your best friend.
What can I say?
Just tastes better.
With built-in intelligence, your battery saves power and updates are automatic. So even if work interrupts you, your Dell Pro won't.
Exclusively on ESPN, softball's elite are ready for showtime.
Welcome to the Women's College World Series. We're going up on the city.
Witness this era of greatness as a generational class cements its legacy.
This is why you watch moments like this.
History made.
Don't miss this moment. It will last forever. The Women's College World Series begins today on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Series for the second year in a row. 21 home runs for Jackie. It would be a new program record were it not for Mia Williams, her teammate this year. But Jackie comes from a really good softball and baseball family. She's on deck right here with Mia Williams stepping in.
How about 45 home runs, just your 1-2 hitters? You know, typical leadoffs.
Mia was here last year with Florida, and they went 2 and out. She only got 4 at-bats. And what a season it's been. She said she's been playing loose, been playing free. Top 10 in the country this year in home runs and runs batted in.
That's been the pitch. In but low. I always talk about what Jerry does with the transfers when they get in, and Mia was like, he had me get into my legs, and did a couple of her home runs last weekend at Florida. Her back knee almost touched the ground. She's like, I was all upper body, all arms before that. Now she gets down into those legs.
That's what we're seeing, and we will see a lot with the Sluggers here. You think of the Bruins, you think of Katie Stewart. You see a lot of the big hitters now getting in that lower crouch.
Yes. Terrestrial. That's exactly.
What?
Draws the walk. What you got for us, Holly?
Well, Jackie Liss says her very first softball memory is when Grandpa Joe used to pick her up from preschool and take her to the family batting facility to hit tennis balls off a tee ball for hours. She comes from a family that her grandpa played in the Major League Baseball for 8 years. Joe Jr. played in the minor leagues. Her dad and then her aunt Becky played at Southern Illinois, where they share many of the same records. They just got the home run ball. And I'm pretty sure Aunt Becky will be pretty excited because she was instrumental in teaching Jackie a lot about softball. You know how young women will tune out their parents? Well, she would always still listen to Aunt Becky, and that's where she gets her swing from. It's very quiet, very still in the ball.
She is neither quiet nor still. You can see the anxiety watching her niece.
Nervous for her niece. Aunt Becky went to Southern Illinois, where Jackie transferred from, and it's those records that she was after to beat all Aunt Becky's records.
Will stay at first, but it was a dead ball that got into the cameras, so she will be able to move over to second.
went off of her helmet.
She's getting hit in the batter's box and on the bases. This is crazy.
She gets
and she'll take
2
third
bases
as well.
Take a look. You see, I'm not sure. That's a little bit of miscommunication. I like the way she turns away, too. So important for runners, especially because a lot of them don't have cages. They only have that chin strap, or that chin bar. Her helmet.
That was actually caught by one of the camera guys. Hard to tell from that angle if he actually leaned into the field to play there.
He was out.
The ball was coming out of play, so the 2 bases. Off the ricochet.
Hey, I do it. Papa. Here, take it.
That was a throw that didn't even be made.
Oh,
The thing is, we do not have to go to Appendix G for that. Let's start the insanity of a year ago. What was the wildest mayhem World Series in history? And this one is the widest open in quite some time. Hang in there, Becky. Gotta love watching the families. I think it's harder on them sometimes than on the players who are in it.
But
also one record that Aunt Becky reminds Jackie that she didn't get to.
I still got one.
Batting average. Look at Aunt Becky and Jackie. 9 points.
Becky kicked her butt there by 9 100s.
How cool is that? Jackie's talked about everything that her swing is now, and you don't hear this a lot, but we talk about the no stride, just the heel up and down. That is something super rare in softball. That was Aunt Becky who taught her. Said, hey, this is a game of rise balls, so you need to have a flatter swing and a simple swing.
And a base hit for an RBI.
what?
On this opening day of the greatest show on dirt, defending national champion Texas taking on Tennessee. Second game this afternoon. Pickens, and then the night shift. Top-seeded Alabama taking on UCLA, and Nebraska with Player of the Year Jordy Fromm beating the Arkansas Razorbacks. This Tatum Silva one back. Hey, we got a WWE Clash in Italy this Sunday at 2 Eastern live from Turin. Catch the first hour live on ESPN and stream the entire event on the ESPN app with an ESPN Unlimited plan.
Gladiator fills a lot of
Ball. Get some gelato over there instead of the broccoli ice cream.
Don't they have broccoli gelato? Put it past spinach.
There's Taylor Pennell. Ground ball is short. They will not get the lead runner. A little bobble from Morgan Styles. And it's 2 on. And so with a 5-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th inning, the game-winning run comes to the plate here. It's run rule territory for Caitlin Terry.
Remember, this is a Mississippi State defense that is number 2 in the nation coming into this World Series. Just 27 errors on the year. Now the throwing error from the catcher. Error from Morgan Styles. The runner was going to another indication from the defense. So that was a hit and run type situation, which is going to be close at second base. And
Dade.
the ball.
Going to score that at FC 6. So list and panel aboard for Caitlin Carey, who can end this game early with a home run. On a spectacular sun-flecked afternoon here at Devon Park.
Well, that goes back to Jerry, the non-traditional account that he has a hit and run going on. And he's told his team, he said, look, I'm going to call hit and runs. I'm going to call running hits when the batter may not know it. And if it doesn't go right, it's on me. I take responsibility for it. Part of the reason why they have 131 stolen bases on the year. He loves to stir the pot out there.
Terry, a 450 hitter with home run power. Got 10 of them on the season.
Wawa.
Davis, the active hits leader with over 300 in her career. 400 hitter in the regular season, doing the same in the postseason.
Mississippi State ended up giving this game away.
A 4-run fourth as we check out today's Capital One rewarding performance.
Oh, Jackie Liss got him on the board early, and this was the statement 2-run shot off the bat of Jackie Liss here in the 2 hole. Of course, she had another RBI there in the 5th inning to create that rally to be the game winner. Jackie Liss sent it down to Holly Road. Well, Jackie, you're a long way from Southern Illinois, where you started your college career. How did you get to the plate and get a home run in your very first World Series at bat? When your teammate gets hit, you take that personally. And if we didn't learn anything from last week when Neil Lyons gets hit, you take it personally. You step up for your team in those moments. Your eye at the plate is so profound. How do you see what you're seeing and have the discipline to be so great at the plate? It's just a lot about trusting yourself as a hitter. I trust my hands. I know they're quick. I know if I see something over the plate, I can get my hands to it no matter the speed. And it's really just trusting the preparation that we put in BP before the game. What does it do for the confidence and chemistry of this group to start your World Series with a run world win in your opening day? I mean, that's huge. We wanted our bats to come out hot and ready, and I think we just proved that we kept our momentum going from our last series, and we're going to keep them hot. What does it mean to you to have your family get the home run ball? Your dad's got it, and I think you're proud as well with your very first home run at the World Series. I'm surprised they didn't fight over in the stands. That's just a hell of a ball to break out between them, but I mean, it's just huge to start off the World Series like that, you know? That's such big momentum for our team, and we just got to keep it going. Get another one, and then they won't have to fight. That was the plan. Thanks so much.
So you can have all this. By the time you're like 87, then it hits you. Life is short. So you start spending on today. Which means you need a bank that was actually built for life today. Instead of, then. Ally. Do it right. Pancakes topped with mint ice cream. Keep him looking good with trading cards and more. Every Father's Day, start
Wish the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power of Claret and Pea punches back harder. Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin Clears. Stanley Cup Final for
This is one of the great playoff runs in NBA history. Whoever they play in the NBA Finals, it's going to be a
That's why we have a plan to protect just about anything, like this card. Get this awesome buddy. What's up in that apartment you're renting? It's protected. This dog card, it's protected. And don't worry, that phone's protected too. Protection for just about every part of life, no matter what kind of life you have. If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate.
presented by Capital One.
What a statement by Texas Tech to start off this Women's College World Series. They are back for the second year in a row, and we are back, and so glad to be here. Courtney alongside three-time All-American SEC Player of the Year Madison Shipman, two-time National Player of the Year, Olympic bronze medalist Danielle Lori, and guys, what did you just hear about Texas Tech playing on this stage? I think we can all say, do not hit Mia Williams to start off the game. Whether it's with a changeup or with a fastball doesn't matter, but that seems to be something that is fueling this team. They want to have each other's backs, and we were kind of wondering when we heard the game, we were wondering too. Fired up, and at this point, whatever works, whatever is going to fire up your team, because it obviously did work with them with the run rule of the first game.
Well, and I feel like too, this was a team that was woken up in regionals, in that Ole Miss 8-run comeback. Like that was huge. They have not been the same team since. And this was a team that Jerry Glasgow said they could win the whole thing or they could lose in a regional. And you're seeing them carry that momentum from the Ole Miss to this feisty weekend of the Super, which was great to see. But to bring that into game one, especially yes, this is a team that is returning the targets on their back to win this whole thing. But they came out shooting, and that's what you have to do. If you want to be the big dog, it starts on day one, and you know you can't get in the loser bracket in this tournament. But I think it's important too that Mississippi State was red hot coming into this World Series too. They went into Norman and upset the Sooners at home coming into here. So this was going to be a really great matchup. And so if you're Texas Tech, you're doing whatever you can to try to get that momentum on your side early, and they did exactly that. And of course, Mississippi State not done in this tournament. They will play again tomorrow in a must-win game for State, but they got to shake this off and get ready. Okay, Danielle, when you watched Texas Tech, what is it that's different? When you say woken up, what does that mean? Well, I mean, they're definitely aggressive. They're a momentum team. You see them pass the bat really, really well. But listen, the Jackie Liss 2-run shot, that wasn't a bad pitch. I'm tipping my cap. Prime Faircloth, she went up and got a rise ball, and that's what makes them difficult is they're hitting and swinging at pitches sometimes that are way out of the zone. And as a pitcher, that ain't fun.
Yeah. By the way, that Jackie Liss 2-run home run, that was a home run in 3 consecutive at-bats for her going back to the Super. What have you noticed, Maddie?
Well, the way that she's able to adjust her barrels is one thing that's really stood out to me. And when you look at, I know, Danielle, you're a big fan of the heat maps. When you look at her heat map for her slugging percentage, the whole thing practically lights up red, but especially lights up red at the top of the zone. So if you're going to try to throw her up and underneath the hands, you better get that pitch on the inside part of the plate, because this is what she can do. She can get her hands out in front, and she can blast it out of the ballpark. But you're seeing that consistency from a ton of the batters. And that was something that Coach Jerry Glasgow talked to us before Big 12 tournament. He wanted to see more consistency from his offense, and I do think that you have seen that in the past couple of weekends.
Well, this was a team, too, that was going up against someone that's primarily a change-up pitcher, right? Like with Faircloth, when I think of a pitcher that can do some damage, I think of Kenzie Brown back in the Big 12 tournament. What made her so good was that change-up. So I would want to bust that out, but to me it was that...
Wawa. Do it better, Wawa, day, Wawa. I do it day, Wawa, 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 day, Wawa. Wawa, phone, day, Wawa, day, Wawa, Wawa, do Wawa, boom, do it, I do Wawa, that day is a win, I do it, Wawa, do it, I do Wawa, that day is okay, Wawa, I do it, I do Wawa, do it, day, Wawa, day, Wawa. I do it, I Wawa. Wawa, to die with it. Day, Wawa. Do it, day, Wawa. Day, win. Do a Wawa. Wawa, I do it, day, Wawa.